Okay, guys, I understand you're pissed about me drinking all the milled samples, but ignoring me is just not the answer. Okay, welcome back everyone to Enemy Within, episode 6. We have some stuff on the schedule here. Let's see, satellite uplink is in 2 weeks and the generator is in 5. I've got some excavating. So there's stuff happening, but let's just go ahead here and jump into the future, see what happens. We're getting incoming council communication. They are our bosses, and let's see. Something about France and a military convoy and some cargo being moved, and they have stopped. We need to go there, find out what's going on, and get our rewards. So let's see. Now let's remake the squad here, and let's bring the Maid Brothers, the Stockholmtiger, and our currently only support, Maxi Millian. So after landing in Wee Paris or wherever we are, don't really pay attention anymore. It's time to see what we're here to do.
There's been widespread speculation about this ambush on a French military convoy, but we don't have much to go on. Our primary concern is the Council Intel report indicating alien activity in the area. We need to secure the site and look for some clue as to what happened here.
Okay,
New objective
so we're doing a battle investigation. Council missions have a little speciality to it. They all have, or mostly have, different objectives. It's not just kill everything. And they have, until the main objective is complete, infinitely spawning enemies. So they're extra annoying. You have to bring like a lot of ammo. First order of business was moving inside, and as everyone already, thin men appear. And God does Björn Stockholmtiger hate thin men. Well, let's see, they're in all pretty decent cover, and we have one on the roof there. We have a good shot on it. Millian takes it, hits, but it's not good enough. Now we have 3 thin men properly in combat with us. And the one on the roof is extra fidgety because he has a height advantage bonus on us, so he's extra dangerous. So it takes a little thinking here. What should I do? But first, I think it's moving away from the doors. And see if we can lure the thin men into this building and create like a kill box of overwatches. But as I said, firstly move away from the doors because thin men has disgustingly good aim, even at long ranges. So we're gonna have to watch out for these. They are tactician masters. As you can see, this one is moving to flank us, but even he can't shoot through walls. Let's see. Oh, and he goes into Overwatch, which is good enough for us. But then Millian takes a critical strike. It's not a critical strike, but it's critical in the sense that goddamn must it hurt. Plasma burns all over his body. So we see we have that thin man behind the car there. I wasn't sure if that will impede with our retreating, but it didn't, so we all retreated further into the house in order to take cover from their insane firing upon us. Alright, so we have that guy coming from the right. We have the other guy by the wreckage of the car or corner of the house there, and we still have that guy on the roof. But Dennis has perfect cover to at least flank the guy on the right. 96% chance to hit. What can go wrong? Nothing, because the Maid Brothers, they only do proper business. Let's see. We have Stockholmtiger and Millian by the shutters there. Might be hard to see, but that's not a wall. That's like a carport door. But we can't properly get rid of the guy on the roof without really blowing up half the building there. But we're hunkering down Matty for now. since he's... well, he can't really do much good from there. That was my reasoning, I guess. But we need to get rid of these two here. The one on the roof is wounded, but that doesn't stop him from being a nuisance. So I decide to put all my chips on the table and blow up the one on the roof. Maybe that rocket would have come in more handy later, but sometimes you just can't take that risk and just go for it. Because it would be far worse to lose a soldier in the first battle of the level than not having a rocket later. But let's see if we can get rid of this little thin man here. Björn says yes. He has "there will be thin men no more," and takes a perfect shot. Now it's time to move on into the wreckaged building here. And as the squad moves in, we make a stunning discovery. A thin man, really? No, but seriously. More will happens. But now we have that thin man flanking us. And by flanking us, I mean being flanked by Dennis Maid. It's delicious. That is properly delicious. And the rest of the squad is completely free to move on in. And there we have the discovery.
Sensors still indicate life signs in the area, Commander. We have a new
That's right,
objective.
there's a survivor there hiding by the cars.
Position confirmed.
Doesn't take more than a few steps until even more enemies decide to appear. And that one is hiding inside the trailer of that truck. So we need to approach him carefully because he has a shot on both us and the survivor. Maybe he's using the survivor as bait to have us come out in the open. Because we have to like approach the survivor and be like right next to him in order to move on with the mission here. So what do? We have to take care of that one in the trailer. So we're sending Maxi in. With his run and gun ability, he can move vast millions of miles and then still take a fire shot blast. So first up, we're sending him in, 100% shot, which is great, but let's keep him as a hostage for now and approach the civilian here. We're doing with a dashing run with Maxi here because we need to get him as soon as possible and get him out of this open area. And God, is he reluctant to follow us. He doesn't have any weapons or nothing, but he can hunker down basically to increase his defense.
Objectives updated.
So now we have to move all the way back, and this is the part where the enemies will start spawning indefinitely until we're done with what we're supposed to do. So it's about to keeping Overwatch near the survivor. Okay, you can execute the prisoner. Thanks, Maxi. You're awesome. So now we have to keep Overwatch up in order to protect the survivor here. And when the enemies spawn, we get a free overshot if it's in the line of sight. Okay, and we have a thin man on the roof. They favor high places because they know they get the height advantage and they can overwatch much further than otherwise. So we have that guy getting blasted by overshot, but completely missed. We have the one on the roof of the building. First order of business should be taking care of that guy. But moving would trigger his overwatch, and we have a 68% chance from here. Dennis just can't stop being an amazing shot with his machine gun. Matty is, of course, totally pinned down by the guy on the roof. But we attempt to quickly move into high cover, which isn't good enough, and Matty takes a shot to the mouth. But a simple plasma blast in the facial area is not enough to stop a super soldier like one of the Maid brothers. But we need to seriously get rid of that guy on the roof, or else Matty is in trouble. That goes for Dennis and pretty much everyone who isn't inside right now. 65% chance. We have to do maximal damage here, Björn. And Björn delivers. Maybe his hatred for Thin Men gives him like a damage boost or something on this mission. Because it does appear so.
Moving to designated coordinates.
So we're moving inside as much as we can.
We've got hostiles on the move.
Taking a blast to the face does not stop Matty, he just regenerates. But now we have another high point Thin Men watching us. And not even Björn can hit all of them.
Missed.
But we do need to get rid of that one, because he's covering all of the level, or not all of the level, but everywhere we are. So he needs to be exterminated. And Dennis takes the risk. And this time, it was worth it. At least we're closer now. So 4th time the charm. Of course, Dennis is on fire, literally, pretty much right now. Killing Thin Men left and right. Convoy raid survivor moves on. We have no active enemies right now, so doing long runs is acceptable. Not ideal, but it's acceptable because we're not on a timer, but the sooner we get this done, the better. So everyone moves as far they can towards the evac zone, and Matty keeps regenerating. I can see a sectoid of all things spawning on the roof here, together with another Thin Man. And those clever shrews decided we will spawn behind you as well, not just forward, meaning that our cover in some places is not as good as we hope to.
This is a waste of time.
Let's see, we have to move this guy into better cover here because he is far too close to our enemies for comfort. But he's now far from our soldiers, not properly protected. Matty is pinned down by the cashier there, by the Thin Man in the back. Björn is in absolutely no cover. He's being fully flanked by these goddamn aliens. So, pretty much moving into cover is the best thing here. But that still triggers the overwatch, even if it's just 2 steps. But Björn dodges it like a champion. So at least now we're in cover. Hunkering down is the best thing to do, considering it's only half cover. We need to move Dennis into some sort of firing range, because he's not in range for anything right now. So we're making a dashing run for the nearest full cover. And Maxi covers the escape for Matty. So now Matty's free to move without being overwatched by the one in the back. And again, all enemies are in front, so we can properly manage our cover better.
Looks like the aliens are sending in.
Let's see what this silly sectoid is up to.
We're moving around the side.
They are moving around the side, I agree. And Maxi just keeps on getting shot in the mouth. And even more Thin Men are covering the escape. There are far too many Thin Men here.
Position.
So first of all, we need to get rid of the sectoid and the Thin Men, of course, because we can't properly move anything now. But Dennis makes what I only expect to be a miraculous shot, because that was not a high chance. But it did work out nonetheless. So covering the escape now is that Thin Man in the back. If it comes to the survivor, because we have to send the survivor into the evac zone first, because not only that's the mission, but he's the biggest burden right now. So let's see, Matty moving into run and gun mode. We just have to see which is the best way. I hope we can hit him from this side of the wall. That would be ideal. Then we wouldn't be weak to anyone else. So let's see if we can hit the sectoid from here. And apparently we can. We can hit this Thin Man in the back there. But Matty just takes a shotgun through the wall and shoot the sectoid in his face, making him know that right before he died, his cover meant nothing. Björn moving in here. No targets available, so reloading is in order. We have to see here. Squad leader Dennis having a long hard think. Can we lob a grenade on that guy in the back? Because he does have half cover, and even if it isn't as intimidating as full cover, it would be a plus to get rid of that. And fidgeting with grenades is one of the best things in XCOM. Bring the fire, Dennis. But unfortunately, he was just on the border of the blast radius, and only the cover was destroyed. So let's see, Millian is in bad shape here, having sustained heavy wounds. She decides to hunker down.
What are you trying to prove?
I'm trying to prove that Earth is worth saving, man. Batman. So let's see. Hunkering down is the only option we have, even though that thin man is in a high position to flank here. But he decides to take a shot on Matty instead. Oh my god, is Matty dead? No, we can still save him. Oh my god, we have no medkits. Calling for emergency evac. We have 3 rounds. I'm just sending the VIP here. I'm not dying for you. But oh, we forgot that there was 2 thin men on the roof. And the VIP dies. And I almost rage quit until I heard what the pilot said. VIP is well and on board. So finally, glitch or bug works in my favor, and the VIP is safe. So the only remaining objective is to take care of the 2 thin men and just get out of here. Especially before Matty bleeds out. But Dennis, in a fit of brotherhood rage, shreds this thin man apart. I've even lost count how many people he've killed this mission here. It's like 6 or 7. It's crazy. We need to take care of that last thin man in the building. But he has a good move on us, so taking a defensive approach here is ideal.
Heading there now.
So Björn moves into better cover and overwatches. That's right, Thin Man. You can't make a move without Björn being on your ass. Stupid Thin Man. It's not good enough to kill it, but it's damn well is better. Millian is being the prime target for the Thin Man here. They have some sort of obsession with shooting the only woman in the squad here.
Good to go.
But Björn has had enough of this shenanigans. This mission has been hard enough on all of us. You must die. Björn does the only right thing. Murder aliens.
Excellent.
That's Operation Driving Vengeance in France.
But I have a feeling a talk with Dr. Valen will change his
Bradford insinuating torture is what we at XCOM stand for. Thanks for that. But we're loading Matty's bloody half-corpse up on the Sky Ranger and we get out of here. Hopefully his regenerative abilities will, you know, help him recuperate from this traumatic shot to the face. New facility, Officer Training School, allows us to upgrade ourselves and our soldiers with passive buffs, and everyone I say gets a promotion. Matty survives and gets between either aggression or tactical sense, but we're going defensive with tactical sense. Björn becomes a heavy, because heavies and snipers is everything we'll get here. Dennis gets to choose between Shredder Rocket with it's an explosion that causes everyone to take more damage, and suppression, with pins a target down and gives them super gay aim. So we're taking that because we really need that later. Millian gets improve the reaction shots or move further. But she's a medic, so we need to have her move as far as possible. Every time, if possible. We get our rewards, and the most important order of business is to give Björn his proper colors. Looking good! That's pretty much it for now. Can't really do much more. But I thank you for watching this traumatic episode. Scandinavia is safe for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.